Sports Extra Time at Lambeau Field. We're joined by the Packers analyst, Larry McCarren, on the radio broadcast on AM 620 WTMJ. And Larry, disappointing home opener. What did you view from uptown?
It was kind of interesting. Number one, I think you got to credit the 49ers, not only with the way they played today, but that's a darn good football team. Both sides of the ball, I think their offense is coming along, maybe better than it has been. Defensively, they're the same gang-tackling, hard-hitting bunch they've always been. I think the Packers did a pretty good job of hanging on to the football. Unfortunately, they couldn't run it, but they hung on to the darn thing. And they also played pretty good special teams, despite the fact Randall Cobb brought one back on them. But it's a real good team, but I don't think the Packers played their best. And I think one of the problems, it was kind of like a trip to the dentist offensively. You know, there were some plays, but I think because the Packers had zero for a running game, outside of Rodgers' scrambles, I mean, we got Cedric Benson, 9 carries for 18 yards. I think that's 2 yards a carry. That's pathetic. And that enables the 49ers to keep their safeties back, which enables them to prevent more big plays by the Green Bay Packers. And so that was tough. Defensively, you know, there were some good moments, some not so good in the second half when they had to get some 3-and-outs, a couple 3. They got them. That was encouraging. I thought overall the tackling better, but very disappointing was the adversity play. I don't think Aaron Rodgers saw Navarro Bowman. He makes the pick, and the next play, one of the ugliest defensive plays all game long, Frank Gore takes it in for a touchdown, and it was ugly and did not react well to adversity. I know that's something they've talked about, and that's something that's got to be improved, because there's going to be adversity. The other 15 games, there's going to be adversity.
You kind of touched on something, Larry. Defensively, it seemed like they were more active and they flew to the ball, but there were times when they needed to stop the run that, quite frankly, they didn't. Have they improved run defensively?
I didn't think, outside of the adversity play I mentioned, I think it was okay against a good running team and a good running back. And a classic case is at that one point, Sam Shields stops Frank Gore on the sideline short of a first. Now, a year ago, that doesn't happen. Sam Shields lets that guy bowl him over and get the first down, and so there's signs of life, and I didn't think, you know, like it was like Katie bar the door with the running game. They repped it, they're good at it, and they got their yards, but it wasn't like there were constant bleeding on our part. I thought it was a little better, and I thought overall, outside the adversity play, the tackling was a little better.
I don't like blaming the officials for anything. Let's face facts. You know, the Packers lost this game.
You're right.
But, Larry, on the flip side, as a player, is it hard to get into the flow when you don't know maybe what pass interference is and isn't, or how do you view the job that the refs did in this game? I
think the officials, and they'll get a lot of play certainly, I think that was spotty. I think that they did miss some calls, but that happens with the regular guys too. I certainly thought they missed a call on James Jones and then wound up calling him for, in the same series, calling him for offensive interference. I thought they missed a couple times false starts by Joe Staley, the left tackle. I don't blame him because Clay Matthews was given a Pro Bowl tackle fits. But I think overall the effort by the officials was spotty, but I would agree with you 1,000%. The replacement refs, if we think the Green Bay Packers lost the game because of them, our opinion is misguided. No, they outplayed us today.
How tough is it to turn around and play a division rival in 4 days?
I think it's a good thing, especially after a loss. You kind of flush it away, kind of get refocused. And besides that, I think a lot will be made out of the short week. It's a short week for both teams. I mean, like if one team played Wednesday night in the opener and then was playing Thursday, they have an advantage. But hey, the Bears played today. The Packers played today. You got the same, you know, the same handicaps, the same whatever. So if it's the same for both teams, know what'll happen? The team that's better, the team that plays the best Thursday night wins.
And we'll be there on Thursday night. For Larry McCarren, I'm Allan for Sports Extra.